Hey, hey, hey! How's it going, Oh, let's adjust the camera a little bit here. No, wrong way. This way, and a little bit up. There we go. How's everyone doing? Welcome to another Thursday night Chit Chat with the Junkies. Well, you got one half of the Junkies here. The other half is, she just woke up. She worked earlier today, so she got tired working. And
I'm a dietitian.
She's a dietitian. I guess that's what they call it now. Well, last time we had some exciting news, which we told you about in the video. And with my son now actually doing work as a ride tech mechanic, he gets to bring home some old goodies. So this here, it's got a lot of weight to it. This here is, I'll bring it up close so you can see. It's got a lot of strands of wire in there. That is one big cable. Oh, yeah. And this is heavy. This is quite heavy. It's almost about 15, maybe 20 pounds. I don't know. But this is one of the cable pieces when they replaced the cable on Falcon's Fury. This is one of the pieces that they cut off, and yeah, there is a lot of strands inside this cable. Holy cow. That is one thick, heavy duty cable, and there's about I want to say probably 8 of these that bring you up and down. Well, 8 of them that bring you up. Not sure exactly because I don't know the whole entire inner workings of Falcon's Fury, but I'm pretty sure there's 8 of these cables that are attached to the lift carriage car, and on the other end there's a counterweight. Or there could be some other things going on around that, but yeah, that is one huge thick cable. Yeah, that's heavy. You heard it. So that's one of the things that my son got to bring home. And then I don't know. These are a couple of pieces that you may find in a control room. These are pieces of the PLC. PLC is stands for Programmable Logic Controller, and it's basically what all the safety sensors and everything connect into it. They got it connects into a bus, so they have many of these lined up, connected in there. And
yeah, I just woke up, so
you're fixing your hair live.
I just
while I'm trying to explain this stuff.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, all the safety sensors, the lap bar sensors, all your sensors. If it's a roller coaster, they have sensors all over the place along the track to know where the trains are. All those sensors get wired into, well, a bank of these. There's numerous ones of these. And this one, as you can see, has network connection ports on it. So it can connect into what they call a closed network. Basically, each ride has a local closed network that nobody can connect into. Nothing can connect into it except for the panel, the computer that they use to program these, and these actually store the programming and the safety restrictions. So if one of these sensors reads that a lap bar is not closed all the way, it'll send a signal through another computer to this. It does some crazy, crazy stuff. Let me tell you, it goes through thousands of computations, thousands of checks a second, just to make sure that everything is how it's supposed to be. And this is what makes rides safe. And I'm not sure exactly what this is, but I think this might have something to do with... I'm not 100% sure, but I do know that there was a couple of wires plugged into this. Yep. So, we got Matt and Christian. How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. See what I got, Christian? PLC. Now that my son is ride tech, I'm getting all kinds of goodies. It's actually quite interesting to see some of the interesting things he's bringing home. Now this one here, I picked up myself. This one I picked up myself. Nope. Unfortunately, Andrew cannot staple you anymore because he is no longer a ride operator for Ironwazi. He actually moved up, and he is now a ride tech mechanic. So, yeah, he won't staple you, but you still have Cody to staple you. Yep. And if you go into Pantopia, no, he isn't. No, he isn't, because ride mechanics can tell ride operators who to staple and how to staple. Anyway, unfortunately, that's about the only perk. So this here is a piece that I picked up. Some maintenance guys were working on the seat, the little seatbelt clips that attach to the harness, and this is one of those things that lock it in place so that way you can't squeeze it and get out of the seatbelt while it's going up. So this one I picked up when the maintenance guy was swapping this out. So yeah, that, and you can see there's wires, and it eventually goes into one of those PLCs, and this is just one of the sensors. A PLC can also send out signals to say, okay, lock it, and it will lock the seatbelt so that way. Yeah, we got birds going crazy, so that way you can't escape Falcon's fury. And there's some other goodies there too. So, what's going on over at Busch Gardens? This is the last week of the Real Music series, and now that my wife has provided me with a refreshing cup of coffee, I'm going to take a sip. Hot. Okay. Very, very hot. Very, very hot. Okay. Let that cool down just a tad. And let's see, the last week of Real Music series will have Escape. That's how I read it. It's a tribute band to Journey, and when we go together, because she managed to get tomorrow off, when we go together tomorrow, we're going to go check out that show. And
looks like I get next Friday off too.
Good. Nice. The only thing though with tomorrow,
it's going to be cold.
Well, that's one problem. 2, it's going to be Physics Day. So there will be a whole bunch of local schools with field trips going there to Busch Gardens. And what they do on Physics Day is, I think, on Montu, and I'm not sure what other ride.
Cheetah Hunt.
Is it on Cheetah Hunt too?
Mm-hmm.
They have these little tubes that have a ball in it that's attached to a spring, and it will show you how many G-forces, negative and positive G-forces, that you are currently experiencing on the ride, which I think is kind of cool. Really? They're putting it out on auction?
What?
Parts of King Dakar? That's... did not know. Yeah, a wheel assembly or a wheel, I don't think I'm ever going to get one of those. They cost way too much money. I think just a basic wheel for Iron Gwazi, maybe one of the upstops or possibly the guide wheel, I think runs about, did I hear it was 800 or 8,000? I think it was $800
per wheel.
Per wheel. So think about it. You got 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, 2 on the inside, and that's just on one side. And then you got another on another side, and then you got that on 6 trains, and then 1 on the drive car or the dead car, whatever the lead car, which is a non-seater car, but it's a driving car. Basically, it helps to stabilize the ride on Iron Gwazi. There was a whole big deal about that, but I'm not going to go into detail. So we are going to definitely catch on that show. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we are ACE members. We're going to try to hit some kind of ACE event, but
we don't know when.
There's none happening in Florida recently, in the near future. I got to double check. I got to double check the website and find out what's all going on. But yeah, that's one thing we definitely would like to go check out. An IAPA event, but found out I got to register and be a member of some sort for IAPA. Unless I got a good friend of mine that might want to invite me next time. Hint, hint. Anybody out there? Alrighty. So I've been seeing a lot of discussion on the boards about ride closures and scheduled maintenance and stuff like that. Now, Busch Gardens actually did have, at one point in time on their website, the scheduled maintenance. They recently took it off, and they point you to go ahead and download the app, which is not quite reliable. So take that as you will. The only reliability that I've found is actually looking at the PhotoKey website and seeing if the on-ride camera is taking pictures of trains that are on, like Kumba or Shikra, the log flume.
Cheetah Hunt.
Yeah. We go over here. And I wonder if I can... Yep, there we go. Yeah, bgt-park.com/. shop.amazingpictures.com, and you'll notice they got Cheetah Hunt, and well, the park closes at 8, and you can see all the people there riding Cheetah Hunt. Cobra's Curse, you can tell that ride is open. Come on, pictures. There we go. Up, yet they got empty trains. I wonder why they got empty trains.
They probably closed early.
Oh, no, there's some people. And then it stopped. Okay. 7 o'clock. I thought they closed at 8. Or did they close at 7 today? Okay. Yep, they closed at 7. They closed at 7. That's why you'll see stuff stopping at 7. So yeah, there was Iron Gwazi was running today. Here, Kumba. If it says main page like that, you know that they didn't have Kumba running. The other one, Phoenix Rising, you can see they were definitely running Phoenix Rising. Shikra, again, just main page. And last but not least that they have is the Log Flume. Again, so right from there, I can gather that Kumba, Shikra, and the Log Flume are still not operational. They don't have a camera on Congo, so we can't tell about if Congo is running or not. And they don't have a camera on the Sky Ride. But those are the rides that I know are currently closed. Supposedly around March, I'm thinking the second or third week in March. Supposedly they'll all be opening up except for Kumba. Kumba, we don't know what's happening with Kumba. There is no transparency from the park. I know of somebody who's actually emailed the park to find out, hey, what's going on? When are you going to make an announcement about Kumba? Please make an announcement about Kumba, Busch Gardens, because all of the rumors that are going around are starting to get quite tiresome. From a sinkhole swallowing up Kumba to there is so much going on wrong with Kumba, to the manufacturer calling you guys and telling you stop operations because it's too old. There's so many rumors out there. It would be good to get some transparency and some clarity on the situation with Kumba. We hear, it may open up during summer nights, and then right after summer nights it closes. Heard another one that, it will open up during summer nights, but then at the end of the year, it'll close.
So pissed.
I heard that it's on life support, and basically the maintenance people, the mechanics, are just doing the bare minimum just to keep the test running, so they can run their tests and run their whatever they need to do to Kumba to keep it alive on life support. So yeah. Okay, Google, thank you. So, interrupting. But yeah, that's a website that you can go to check and see if the on-ride cameras are functioning and what's going on. There's a couple of other websites I check out too, like Q Times. But Q Times basically will they seem to be actually working a little bit better now. They're looking like they got more and more rides showing up. I wonder if they fixed it. But basically, these are all gathered from the website.
Ooh, nice.
But one thing also, if you are at the park and say it says 45 minutes, but you waited an hour, you can actually submit a wait time saying, hey, look, I waited an hour on such and such a ride. And so you can submit wait times. And it'll show up as, hey, a user submitted this wait time. They only waited 10 minutes, 5 minutes ago. Even though it's showing 20 minutes, it's probably only a 10, 15-minute line. This is actually a little bit more accurate than the app. Considering the app only updates once an hour.
Don't be a hog, okay? I'm eating it all.
There's some more in there. There's some more in there.
That's some good coffee. So,
You're
other than that, some other good information. No thanks.
Sure?
Actually, just a little piece off of it.
It just came out the oven.
Okay. Oh, that's hot. Just like the coffee was hot. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Some other great news. I think it's in 2 or 3 days. I think it's either Saturday or Sunday. I'm not sure exactly what day. But we have a new Pass Member Lounge. It's called the Pass Member Landing. And it's going to be a place to sit and chill, talk to other Pass members about their adventures, their experiences, recharge and relax. Just a nice little place that, Pass members can hang out at. Now, what I've been saying, maybe cover them up since it is past their bedtime. I'm surprised this one behind me isn't squawking away. You see her right back there. Right. Oh, yeah, right there. There she is. See her way back there? Yeah, there she is. Almost asleep. And the new Pass Member Landing is right there by the Springs Tap Room, right as you go around the backside of the pond for the flamingos. So we're going to check that out, but I don't think we'll be able to check that out tomorrow. That may be something we have to wait another week for. But yeah, that's about it about what's happening at Busch Gardens. Wild Oasis is coming along slowly, but it is coming along. Last week, when I went by myself on Valentine's Day,
Don't blame me. I had to work.
I went alone without my Valentine.
I'm sorry, but I had to work.
So you know what I did? I found a new true love. Iron Gwazi.
You're gonna get yourself into trouble, boy.
Yeah, I found my real true love, a new Valentine. I rode Iron Gwazi 3 or 4 times that day. But that was great. So, let's see. Yeah, when I went last week, they were spraying, pressure washing, I guess you could call it, pressure washing the area down. Looks like the paint job in the back climb tower was almost done. Can't wait to see what they do with that climb tower. But yeah, that should be definitely very interesting. And the fact that there's going to be a couple of levels there, that you can, even the adults, us older people, can climb up to the second level, with a little bit of struggle for some of us. And we can go ahead and check out the multi-species habitat. Is actually going to be 3 levels. The top level, where you can see the birds in the top, kind of like a rainforest. You have the canopy. Then on the ground level, they'll have some more animals, and then they'll have an underwater section where you'll see some more animals, all in one habitat. That, I think, is going to be cool. I think it will be. And
what?
Capybaras.
Okay.
They're going to be the cutest little things you've ever seen. They are. They are. So, yeah, we're all excited. I'm excited. A new splash pad area. And from what I gathered, there's a lot of interactive things to do in the new Wild Oasis. Plus, the little junior drop tower, we'll call it, is going to be redone by the ride manufacturer. They're going to come out and redo it. But there's going to be some added things to it, from what I gather. There's going to be lasers, screens, some other special effects, lighting package. I don't know. They might even throw in some steam effects in there too, with the lasers, and who knows what they'll do. But it's going to have something like 3 different storylines, kind of like how Phoenix Rising has 4 different phoenixes that you fly with when you're riding Phoenix Rising. I guess this will have 3 different creatures or something that you'll be going up and down on this little junior drop tower with. I don't know how they'll work that in, but there'll probably be some interesting storyline behind it too, which we definitely got to check out. Anything else new? Yes.
I got a brand new job.
Yay! Which, of course, that's why I had to do a solo day last week.
Yeah, I work as a dietitian now.
Mm.
Running my butt all over the place. Delivering food to the patients and stuff. No, I do not deal with them. Thank God. I deal with the kitchen area.
So now there may be some Fridays that I go all by myself.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I know I got next Friday off too.
Oh, that's good. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to be able to pack into tomorrow's video, but I do know that we will probably not be riding the train again for a little while. especially with the kids and all being there tomorrow. We'll be hard pressed to get in the rides that we want to get in. But we will definitely try to have a fun time. I know last time they had Physics Day, it wasn't too bad because they were only there for a few hours and then they left, leaving the park open for the rest of us until the park actually closed, which is closing at 8 tomorrow, but I don't know if we're going to...
We're not staying that long.
I don't know if we're going to stay that long, but we'll try to stay until at least 5 or 6, possibly. Definitely want to catch in the Journey tribute band.
Yeah.
And if you guys didn't, go ahead and catch the latest video. Not the Busch Gardens Junkie Plays Planet Coaster 2, which, hey, don't forget to check that one out too. That's actually pretty good. Had this one guy, T-Dog, which I'm surprised he didn't join chat yet. But T-Dog, Tyler, he is he's got Planet Coaster 2 on a PlayStation, and from what I gather, it's limited on the memory, but the work that he has done in our Busch Gardens recreation collaboration is amazing. It really is. There is some finishing touches that we got to do, especially around TBT. I think I'm going to be calling it TBT for the rest of my life now. TBT stands for Timbuktu, which is the Pantopia area.
Hi.
So that's we just got to finish up like the carousel, the shops in the game in the Pantopia or TBT area.
Hi.
Carl, what's up with Kumba? If that closes permanently, I will fly my flag at half staff for a month. I think we all will if it actually closes permanently. As far as I know, Carl, there is no official word, and there she goes. There is no official word on Kumba from the park. We are trying to get an official word from the park, but or some kind of announcement.
Yeah, stinker.
There's lots of rumors surrounding it.
You want her or no?
No.
Okay.
No. She can go back in. She was doing fine in there.
Good night.
Yeah, coughing right into the microphone.
I'm sorry.
Mute yourself. Anyway, I do know they are currently doing what they need to do. The mechanics are doing what they need to do so they can run their test runs on it, whether it's on a weekly, monthly basis, whatever it is. But basically, last I heard, it's currently basically on life support. It's got a ventilator. It's got something pumping the blood.
I didn't know a coaster had blood.
Oh yeah, it's got blood in its veins, especially when it comes to Kumba. But what do you think the roar comes from?
From the pipes?
But yeah, there is a lot of rumors, and that's all they are, is just all rumors. So until there is an official word, I can't tell you exactly what's happening with Kumba. I do think that the park, though, is trying their darndest to try to reopen it, at least for a little while, so that way people don't have a big, huge hissy fit about, oh, well, another one closed, just like Kingda Ka, just like this ride, just like that ride, you know, just, yeah.
They're getting old. What do you expect?
Yeah, it is. And, honestly, me personally, even though I like Kumba, if they tore it down and replaced it with something bigger and faster and better, I would actually not mind. If they retracked Kumba and fixed the footers and did everything they need to, give it the Hulk treatment, okay. Maybe replace the trains.
They're not going to do that. It's going to cost them way too much money.
Well,
plus, they don't have the parts anymore.
Yeah, they do. B&M, that company is still around, and they can make new parts. They can retrack. Yeah, they did with Hulk, and a couple of other rides. B&M can retrack it.
But do you think they want to spend that much money on it to redo it?
That's the thing. Will the park spend the money on it?
Probably not.
Oh, I'm sorry, but it's a very good possibility. It is 30. I think it's going to be 32 years old this year.
Sounds like somebody we know that's going to be turning 32.
Yeah, they definitely need to do something with that back end of the park. Drive people back there more. I still say they probably should replace Kumba with a Giga. Or something with just, yeah. Yeah, it's probably going to definitely take a new coaster back there. The refresh of Pantopia, I don't think that's going to really do it. And yeah, the only reason why, I mean, not Pantopia, Jungala. The refresh of Jungala with Wild Oasis there and stuff like that, I don't think it's going to cut it to bring the people back there to the far back of the park. Yeah, those options are cheaper to retrack it and everything. It's cheaper than a brand new coaster altogether. But that's we're all saying Giga. That would be so nice. I really don't know. I all I can say is I think the park is just going to try as hard as they can to try to reopen it. Rumor has it that it may reopen for summer nights and then close permanently after summer nights.
So you better get your rides in.
That's if they open it. It could be closed permanently. But like I said, until we get an official word from the park. Speaking of the park and official words, they officially announced that they have a new park president.
Yeah, we know.
A single rail RMC Giga in the Scorpion spot. Park-based hotel. They're working at SeaWorld Orlando to get a resort or a hotel there. Robbie, how are you doing, Robbie? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Unfortunately, we don't have the pleasure of the Sky Ride because it's closed for annual maintenance.
Boo.
But yeah, hey, 1 year anniversary from its reopening. So now it's officially 51 years old.
Wow.
Or something like that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure you know better exactly how old it is. But yeah. There's the legacy right there. One of the best sky rides there, and boy, does she run smooth after the makeover that she got.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice this until I got a new speaker set for my computer here. But whenever we do ride on that sky ride and take a video, there's this nice little calming hum in the background, and you just hear it go.
It did that before.
It did that before, but without the new speaker, I didn't hear it.
Oh.
I heard it on all the previous videos, but yeah, now that we got the new speaker system, yeah. And I didn't notice it. I actually never noticed it when I'm riding it. It's just, I guess that
always
calming.
noticed it.
Oh, well. Okay. Maybe it just blends in with the rest of the background noise of the park.
Probably.
So, yeah, like I was saying, we have a new park president. They did announce, I think a week or two ago, that we have a new park president, Jeff Davis.
Bezos.
No, not Jeff Bezos.
That was our other son being a knucklehead.
Yeah. He is actually coming over from SeaWorld San Antonio. So he's got some previous park experience, and I hope we can definitely see some changes in the park with him. When we met him.
Yeah, we.
A couple of weeks ago. I don't know. I got a lot of Neil vibes from him. If you guys don't know, Neil was the park president that preceded Stuart. Stuart was park president for a little while, and he retired, I believe. And now we have Jeff Davis. And while Stuart was okay for the park, I think he was more of a corporate man. And didn't see him around the park as much. I did see him, but every time we went, when Neil was the park president, we almost always saw him out there, and he was always working. Very friendly. He always talked with the park guests, always talked with the ambassadors, communication with everybody, and he loved his job, it looked like.
Yeah, but is this guy going to do the same thing as Neil?
We'll find out. We'll have to find out what
Or
Jeff
is he
does.
going to be a stick in the mud?
Like I said, we're going to have to find out. Will you stop it?
I'm just telling the truth.
You're being a negative Nancy
No,
again.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Whatever.
Okay, then the Debbie Downer.
Whatever.
Really? Oh, cool. Wow. That's a lot older than Busch Gardens VR 101. 67.
Wow, that's old for him.
Yeah. Huh. Wow. That's amazing. But yeah, once they're restored like that, they can go on for another 50 years. As long as they're maintained properly, of course. So unlike Kumba, which I'm sorry to say this, guys, but Montu is not that far behind. Yeah. Montu is, I think, will be 30 years in 2026 or 2027. And yeah, we may see the same fate. that we do with Kumba in a couple of years. Let's hope not. But let's see what the park does. I think we'll wrap it up with that. What do you think?
What time is it?
It doesn't matter what time it is. But I like to thank you all for watching and joining us tonight. If you have any questions or anything, you can reach me right here on this channel. Yes, they had. Yes, they had. Yeah, and trust me, the VR 101 that's at Busch Gardens, Tampa, that is an amazing gondola. That's an amazing ride. And yeah, seeing how it lasted 50 years and how they just spent a few $1 million to probably keep it running for another 50 years. I don't see them leaving that anytime soon. Yeah, I hate to see them go because they're nice. Nice when you need to relax a little bit, take in some fresh air, enjoy the view, especially when you go past Phoenix Rising and you get a flyby.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's always exciting. But yeah, I think that'll be it for tonight. And
we won't be here next Thursday.
We won't be here next Thursday. And I know it's been a while, but the last one we did was at the end of January. I'm surprised I let it go for so long. But
shame on you.
Yeah, I know. But we didn't really have much to say, so we left it at that. And on that note, until the next time, we'll see you at the parks.